Jenny from crafttestdummies.com, and today I'm here to give you an overview and a demo of the Folk Art Color Shift paints. Now these are manufactured by Plaid. They come in an array of colors. I think there's a dozen. I have this lovely selection to show you, and I can't wait to show you the properties of this really cool, gorgeous paint. The first inkling that these paints have something special going on is when you tip the bottles over. You can probably see here in this natural light that while you see the orange color, you're also getting kind of a pink shimmer. And here you'll see that the blue is quite luminous. There's like a little gold flash in the black color, and that is definitely tipping you off that the color shift paints have an iridescent metallic quality to them. All of them dry, very glossy and metallic, and have this incredible shift to them. Let me show you some samples. I also just want to show you that they are a traditional medium body acrylic paint. They go on very smooth, they're very creamy, they will hold a light peak, but really where they shine is when you apply them a little more thinly. As you can see, if I just start to pull my finger across this and they blend a little bit, you can see that where the black grabbed onto the paper underneath, it's going to soak in and stain the paper first. So in a way, these almost have a glaze-like quality to them. The first one down on the paper gets to claim it, and then it layers on top, and it has kind of a translucent type of quality. And as I spread this out, you can totally see the layers start to happen. Let's start off by looking at the colors I have on just plain paper, and this is my Diane Reevely journal. So it's a slightly heavyweight paper that has a slightly ivory cast to it. And here you can see I have got my orange flash, I have pink flash. Are they all called flash? They could be all called flash. Yellow flash. Surprise, surprise. We have green flash. We have this, my absolute favorite color, aqua flash. And then we have a purple and a black. And yes, those are all flashes. Now, the thing is that on the paper, this has been dried a few hours. You can see again where I had those brush strokes, it almost like it creates its own layers. So when you apply it thickly, it's going to be more opaque. If you spread it out, it is going to be more like a glaze. And even where I overlapped in my swatch here, you can see the orange underneath the pink. What's cool though, and I'm just going to kind of run this page back and forth like this. You can see the slightly purple cast to the pink. You're going to see that metallic gloss, kind of the same color on the orange. Here is that kind of flash or iridescence on the yellow. The green definitely has kind of a gold cast to it. There is your turquoise color, aqua flash. The purple almost has like a blue iridescent to it. You can see here where that big glob happened. And then also here on the black, I was telling you about that gold. Here it is again. So you should always check out papers on different surfaces. And I don't just mean like heavyweight paper or lightweight paper. This is black paper. And this is where I think Color Shift is hands down one of my favorite paints ever. Again, it has that kind of glazy property to it. And I just want to show you, this is the same color as this. So this is your orange, but when you put it on the black paper, it definitely skews purple. Here is your actual pink, which totally looks purple. Then, so going down the list, this is actually your yellow, which has an orangey sheen to it. Here is your green, which looks yellow on black paper. Your aqua stays pretty aqua, which is kind of great. And your purple down here at the end almost looks like a navy blue. And your black, when you smear it across everything, kind of has a bronzy type of effect. It definitely has some gold flake to it. But this is what I find really compelling about these paints, is that if you use them on a black or a dark surface, they really have a whole different look. Now, just for fun, I was kind of at the end of my review and I had a little bit left on my brushes, and so I put it on wet watercolor paper. So this is watercolor weight paper, and I just did almost like a wash, and I don't know if it's coming through as well on camera as it does in real life, but it is the softest, most beautiful, sparkly, watercolory wash. I don't know what other product would give you kind of this same look. Now, the compelling thing is that this still acts like an acrylic. So even though you've got this down, it's watery looking, if you put water on it, it's not going anywhere. So this leads me to some of the things that I've made with Color Shift. And I have to tell you, I spent the better part of 4 hours one afternoon just doing jelly printing. And I'm going to flip through these because, first of all, I love the way that they layer. I love the way that, you get that dimension because it has a high glaze kind of content. There's a lot of medium in here, which lets all of those sparkle products show through. So you get kind of those little lifty marks. You can make really awesome ombres. You can absolutely layer them. And the best part is that your page has that flash effect. When the light hits it, you get that slightly different color. This is one that I just literally brayered the inks onto my jelly print and then just lift it right off along with some crusty residue from before. But I just love it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I also love making tags, so I just kind of use some little bits and bobs on these tags to make some quick and fast backgrounds. And again, because the paints layer and have that kind of glazy property, I mean really beautiful for spring especially, things kind of peek through, so you get almost like instant layering without even trying. And as you look at these finished tags that I made and abandoned around my community, you'll see that they really make a marvelous background for cards, tags, ATCs, and art journals. I'm just going to leave you with two other little objects I painted. I used this little mini chipboard fleur-de-lis and I painted it with Color Shift. And as you can see, it really pops. I think this will even pop more with the addition of a little bit of magic gloss on top. I think a little bit of glazing resin or glossy accents will really make this come out. And for this little air dry component that I made, I actually watered the Color Shift down just a little bit so it would help sink into the crevices. But even on this three-dimensional object, which was very porous to begin with, you can still see that flash or high shimmer. And I think it's just super adorable. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, demo, and overview with Color Shift paints. If you did, please like it, leave a comment, give us a thumbs up, and maybe you'd like to check out some other videos that we have that are of related content. Thanks so much for watching, and have a crafty day.